asking for is our day in court, like every other American. If somebody is hurt on a construction site, allow us the opportunity, if they have contributed to that accident, to give that information to a jury. Right now, the way it works is we don't have that opportunity as a contractor or an owner. We go to court, and the judge says it's a 240 case, and the lawyers say, okay, here's how much we get paid. We don't have the justice of having our points of view heard when it's appropriate. We're more than willing to let a jury of our peers decide whether they believe us or not.
When that does not happen, two things. First of all, that's the fundamental premise of jurisprudence, that there are two sides to every story. It's why there's prosecution and the defendant, a plaintiff and the defendant. And so when that does not happen, our costs are 30% higher than across the river in New Jersey. They're 30% higher than they are in Connecticut. It's costing the taxpayers fortune for this ripoff, and it must end.
Let me say one more thing about that. Another thing you will hear the trial attorney say is it's all the insurance company's fault. They're making lots of money. Well, if they are, why 4 years ago were there 10 insurance companies who would be more than willing to write insurance for contractors? You know how many there are today? 2. You know how many were interested in bidding the school construction's insurance policy? None. None. If this was an ability for them to make money, we'd have 25 companies in this state. They all have decided they cannot pay out the claims based on an unfair law in which we do not have any say whatsoever in a court of law.
Hi, from the New York Post. Have there been dramatic changes recently as a result of this law, or has this been a gradual thing where the premiums have steadily increased? And I'm just wondering if you can address, I know there's been prior attempts to make changes to the law. What, in your opinion, why have those attempts failed?
You know why they haven't failed? I'm going to go back to what Reverend DeGraff said. Take a look at who's here. Before those battles were largely fought by the mainstream construction industry. Now it is being fought by contractors of all color, of all sizes, union and non-union. It is affecting every single one of the contractors in New York City. You're right, over time, the premiums have grown. On the private side, they used to be about 4% of your cost. They're now 11. All right. The real point came through the School Construction Authority. The reason MWBEs were able to grow in that program is because they provided the insurance that they could not get on their own or could not afford, but they got work to build their companies up. That's gone. That's gone.
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
So what they did was they were greedy for so long that finally the system itself broke, and that's why we're here today. This is not a natural. It was not a natural alliance. We were driven together by the fact of their greed. Put this alliance together, and so it's not just the first time, not the last time we'll stand together. We're going to stand together throughout this movement, and then work together in the city of opportunity.
Any other questions?
So, let me just see if I have this right. As it stands now, if there's some sort of accident, gravity-related accident on a work site, is it the contractor, the property owner, who's responsible?
Both.
All of the above.
Okay. And then if this is taken to court, the judge has said this is a 240, you have to pay. There's no.
The only question is how much.
That's correct. Any other questions? Thank you very much for coming today.
Thanks for bearing the cold weather.